Hi guys, first I wanted to start out by saying that I have a pretty gnarly cold, so if you can't hear me or if my voice is raspy, I am terribly sorry. Also, I had some technical difficulties, so I could not set up my computer to go on my TV to do my visual presentation, but I will show you it. And I also do have an audience, but it's on my computer, and I'm not very good with technology, so I'm not even gonna try to show and go on my presentation, but I do. So yeah, why you should consider moving out of state for college. Have you ever been at home and just thought maybe I should just move? Or have you ever felt like the place that you're at is just not right for you? My name is Riley Scarborough, and today I'm going to be presenting to you why I believe you should move out of state for college. I personally myself lived in New Mexico pretty much my whole life, but I just moved to Tempe, Arizona to go to nursing school at ASU, and so I feel that I could tell you some of the reasons why I think you should move out of state. I know a lot of people are against it sometimes, but I do think that it teaches you responsibility, independence, and accountability, which are the two biggest things that you should be learning at this time in your life. Firstly, I think that moving out of state teaches you independence. It teaches you to be by yourself and, to cook for yourself, do things that you wouldn't normally do, laundry by yourself. Alexa Quinn wrote, "What is independent living?" And she said, an independent learner feels empowered to take change of their own, learning, exploring their interests, and asking meaningful questions to yourself. Wanting to grow up is very natural. I think everyone experiences it, and it really is just the type of person who reaches out and actually does it. And from what I've learned in the past 3 months, this has been very hard, but the biggest learning lesson. Next, it teaches you responsibility. Moving out of state teaches you to pay rent, pay for groceries, and also reminds you to do homework. I feel like my parents were very up my butt about doing homework and asking me what assignments I had, what I did in class. You don't really have anyone to ask you that now, and it's kind of up to you to now remember paying rent, buying groceries. Those are all things that teach you to be independent, but also teach you responsibility. Steve Rose wrote why responsibility is so important. He said that responsibility is important because it provides you a sense of purpose, and in addition to building resilience amidst adversity on an individual and associate level. I feel like having responsibility and independence kind of teaches you to be proud of yourself. Taking on such a big thing and living by yourself at such a young age and having all of this on your own is a big responsibility, and it's something you should be proud of. It also teaches you to be held accountable. You are now 100% accountable for everything you do, good and bad. It teaches you that, you don't pay your rent, you don't buy groceries. Well, that's on you. Your parents aren't going to be able to pay your rent, or maybe they will, but mine don't. Your groceries, no one's going to tell you hey, we don't have food in the pantry. It's just and you go do it. Darren Flickelstein, that wrote why is being accountable so important, said that accountability makes you reliable by highlighting your goals and officially enforcing you to be the best of your past self. It teaches you to assume responsibility for your actions by putting you through personal challenges. I feel like I have definitely been through this where I want to put the blame on someone else, but it's 100% my fault now. And, I don't have my parents going grocery shopping for me or reminding me that rent is due or reminding me that my Wi-Fi bill is due. And, it makes you feel a sense of worthiness and that you're doing something good for yourself. And it just teaches you to be harder on yourself. which can be hard in college. In conclusion, you now have, a different perspective on why moving out of state for college can be so crucial to growing as a person. One thing I always did before moving was imagining myself driving across the states with a U-Haul, all my stuff packed up, and just like the serotonin and the excitement of moving to a new state and having no idea what that state holds for you. So now I hope that you consider moving out of state for college, bringing out the better in yourself and seeing what you can do, testing yourself, those type of things.